Malatu leo wa mai au na pai ufanua le. Pa ia mele maulungo le tai au pe ona fetala ia e le fonga le aso. O fio ngā se urupe. Ai o tumtua i whaatala whātu le pa ia wa whanga potupotu le lei tai au. Wa u whātu lou le sura sunga tai tai o le sauninga, le sunga le whawhengainga i amua au whanga sua. Ka fio fionga i tamaitai mali min star. Whapea fōi le a fio mista lango tai nane fōi ia sui mamalu le palemene ua a fio mai le nei tai au. Su fōi sunga i whaurulunga o matanga luenga le malo ma na paanga mai fafo. Ka fio pa ia lasilasi o tupu matamali. Whapea ma wō ma paanga le company Sikaleti Samoa, British American Tobacco Samoa Limited. O tau pa ia ma mamalu, mai saua se pa ia na lenga. Ai mai se foi I tawhai fia o soi fuanga. O le anu nua tu ia whaatini o tausanga. O no pa ia lava mai wavau, se io o le whavavau. E re ngā whātia e se whaamatalanga, o na toi suia se bea stasi. Ua ta oto au se aloo, ma ua atoa li o le pasina. Au le nei tūlā, o le a tango whai atu se whaamatalanga le tātou malo, e tūsai man whaamuemoe o le nei tai au. Reverend Wao Whangasua, Honorable Ministers of Cabinet, and also Associate Ministers of Cabinet, Heads of Ministries, Members of Parliament, B.A.T. General Manager Sam Domo, B.A.T. Samoa General Manager Seulupe Michelle McDonald, members of the private sector, regional and international organization, NGOs and civil society, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Talo Falava. It is a great pleasure to have been invited to officiate this auspicious occasion. I am indeed privileged to be launching this milestone project for B.A.T. Samoa. B.A.T. Samoa has a rich 45-year history, having started the company in 1978 and significantly contributing towards our country's development. It employs 55 dedicated and talented individuals. Today is a symbolic day as B.A.T. Samoa launches its green energy project. Ladies and gentlemen, B.A.T. Samoa's green energy project will provide B.A.T. Samoa with 100% of its electricity needs. B.A.T. Samoa is the first in class in the private sector to go fully green, that is fully renewable energy. And I have been told that they are the first within B.A.T's South Pacific ends markets to go fully on renewable energy. This is without a doubt a milestone achievement by B.A.T. Samoa team. What this project means is that B.A.T. Samoa's electricity needs will be fully catered by its 100 kilowatt solar system. This is an amazing achievement by B.A.T. Samoa, leading us in this direction and making a bold statement from the private sector. This will go a long way in contributing towards Samoa's goal and commitment to reduce greenhouse gases emissions by 2030 and our pathway towards transitioning into a low-carbon economy. The excess electricity from this green energy project will be supplied back to the national grid so that other consumers can benefit from use of this renewable energy source. Today, we will also have a memorandum of agreement signed between B.A.T. Samoa and Electric Power Corporation, who will receive the excess power from B.A.T. Samoa at no cost. Clearly, B.A.T. Samoa has been classified as an independent power producer. However, as we heard from Mr. Domo this morning, This is not their core business. Nevertheless, they are committed towards contributing into Samoa's energy sector needs. This venture is a start, an initial step towards transitioning into a greener B.A.T. Samoa. The launch of this green energy project will allow B.A.T. Samoa to lower its carbon emissions as it moves away from its reliance on the national electricity grid. B.A.T. will now fully benefit from this solar energy by meeting its renewable energy and electricity targets. The solar panels that you see covering its roof today has taken 3 years to reach this stage. B.A.T. Samoa has made a substantial investment of over $500,000 Tuala in this project. We must commend B.A.T. Samoa for taking this bold step and making a strong commitment to the environment and also to Samoa's climate change agenda. B.A.T. Samoa will replicate this project to its depot outlets in Savaii, which will be commissioned later this year. As we envision to decarbonize our economy in the long run up to 2030 and beyond, against our shorter-term targets that has been set through nationally determined contribution and low-emission development strategies 2022-2032, and many other national priorities. The next phase is electric vehicles. B.A.T. is expecting its first electric vehicle later this year. Additionally, B.A.T. Samoa, through its environmental, social, and governance project, has worked with our communities to empower our women and youth, provide clean drinking water and garden farming initiatives. This commitment by B.A.T. Samoa to go green will allow Samoa to lower its greenhouse gas emissions, especially when our electricity is the high carbon contributor. Green, sustainable energy developments is the way for the future. We would like to strongly encourage other private sector companies to look at these opportunities that will allow Samoa to comprehensively reduce its current carbon emissions by electricity generations. It gives me great privilege to officially launch B.A.T. Samoa's green energy project, and I would like to congratulate B.A.T. this morning. I'd like everyone to please put your hands together for this initiative.
Welcome everyone, and thank you, Michelle. Reverend Moao Whangasua, thank you for your blessings this morning. Honourable Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Customs and Revenue, Tuala Ponifasio, Honourable Ministers and Heads of Ministries, members of the private sector, international and regional organisations, members of the civil society and non-government organisations, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Talofa, and a very good morning to you all. I'm delighted to be in your wonderful country today to help launch B.A.T. Samoa's project Green Energy. B.A.T. is a truly global company with a widespread presence across the planet. As such, we bear a significant responsibility in ensuring sound environmental stewardship, considering our reliance on the world's resources. Here at B.A.T, we like to convert thought into action to mitigate the effects of climate change and foster a sustainable future as part of B.A.T's environment, social and governance agenda. This commitment includes expediting our efforts to decrease carbon emissions and endeavouring to attain carbon neutrality by 2030. To accomplish these initiatives, we must adopt an accelerated strategy that concentrates on the environmental impact of our operations. Enter the birth of Project Green Energy. Project Green Energy, initiated 3 years ago, began with consultations with the South Pacific Regional Environmental Program, Ministry of Natural Resource and Environment, and the Samoa Electric Power Corporation. The result is what you will see on our rooftops a little later. While the initial recommendation was to install a 60 kilowatt hour system, B.A.T Samoa reviewed this suggestion and decided to implement a 100 kilowatt hour system instead, demonstrating our commitment to achieving greater renewable energy efficiency. Ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to share with you the initial assessment results of our solar system, which went online on the 16th of June this year. In the first 19 days of operation, the system generated over 8,000 kilowatt hours of energy. Out of this, B.A.T Samoa consumed 6,402 kilowatts of energy directly, and the excess energy of almost 2,000 kilowatt hours of energy was fed back into the national grid. After a 30-day generation period, the current results show a remarkable 61% reduction in our grid electricity consumption. Furthermore, 39% of the excess electricity generated was directly fed back into the grid. Simply, we're using less non-renewable energy and we're pumping renewable energy back into the system. At this point in time, I'd like to emphasise that our solar project is one of the largest in Samoa, but it has not been without its challenges. While we are now technically regarded as an independent power producer, it's important to note that renewable energy is not our core business. However, we remain committed to encouraging the government to provide incentives and regulatory reform for businesses and households to invest in renewable energy sources. And I know this is a priority for the existing government. Such investments will not only benefit the individual entities, but also the entire nation of Samoa. The total cost of our rooftop solar system exceeded $500,000 Tuala, with an additional annual maintenance budget of around 23,000 Tuala per annum. From a financial perspective, pure financials, the net annual cost still outweighs the benefit. However, we remain committed to the long-term benefits and positive impact to the environment. It pleases me also the B.A.T Samoa upholds the belief that what's good for Upolu is also good for Savai. Consequently, we'll be completing the installation of a solar panel system at our Savai outlet by the end of August this year. Preparations are already underway and I've seen some photos of the installation already. Ladies and gentlemen, our commitment to a better tomorrow extends beyond this milestone. When considering our cumulative investments, which include this solar project, the procurement of our first electric motor vehicle and a charging station to be installed right here, and plans for a solar and hybrid system in Savai, B.A.T Samoa's total investment exceeds $1 million Tuala. In closing, I would like to sincerely thank our project partners, Vision Engineering Consultants, Samoa Electric Power Corporation, the Ministry of Natural Resources and the Environment. And although not part of my official speech, but it now is, I guess, a huge thank you to Michelle McDonald, a true daughter of Samoa, someone who cares deeply about this business and the future of the Samoan nation, and the entire B.A.T Samoan team. So what is an original thought or a good idea can only happen through the hard work, through the hands of the team here in Samoa. This is the team that made it happen. This is the team that organised today. So including efforts where the team was here, I know, until 10 or 11 o'clock last night and here again at 6 a.m. this morning to make preparations for this event today. So a deep and heartfelt thank you for the team for all your efforts, both in the past and continuing into the future. Thank you so very much, and may I please have a big round of applause for the B.A.T Samoa efforts.